Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Natasha Wilkinson and I'm your independent Scentsy consultant from Mount Isa, Australia. So I'm just popping on here quickly to let you know I'm about to take you on what is called my Scentsy Club edit. So we have gotten our transition list of what's leaving us. So I'm ready to delve in and edit my Scentsy clubs because let's just face it, I have multiple clubs. I don't have one club. So I'm going to take you through and edit my Scentsy club with me. So we are going to switch the screen so you can see on screen my Scentsy club edit, and I will probably talk a bit about a hack I learned off Melted Michelle and how I'm going to be using it, because I have already created my Scentsy Club hack, but I will add obviously the bars I want to add that are leaving and talk about that. I've had questions with customers asking how to merge clubs, so I am going to show you that through this Scentsy Club edit process. This could be a long video, so just pre-warning you because we are delving from one Scentsy Club into the next, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this Scentsy Club edit is going to be kind of all over the place because if you know me, you know I'm forever experimenting with my Scentsy Club, and as a result, I have various accounts with various different Scentsy Clubs where I have thrown things in together, and then I had decided, no, I'm going to amalgamate them into a different club due to maybe certain dates not lining up, or me wanting maybe a summer club, a winter club, and me wanting them again, different dates not lining up, and actually making a mistake the first time I did it, so I redid it again. So I wasn't having 2 quarterly clubs come at once, but I was having 3 quarterly clubs come in every consecutive month. So I am now in the process, as I said, of reevaluating again. I am doing most of my clubs that I had were shipping around the 15th because I now want my whiff box to come earlier. I opened up a club where everything will basically be shipping on the 5th now, and I had it where before I did that I was going to have my quarterly one as my summer one, my bi-monthly one as my winter one, and then I was going to flip them around as I was using more bars in each of them. But realising my summer stash far outweighs my winter stash at the moment, I wouldn't have needed to flip them for a while. And then I watched the Scentsy Club hack by Melted Michelle, so now I have started a Scentsy Club hack. So as you can see, I am forever experimenting with my clubs to get the best possible way to get my bars at the cheapest price for me and at a frequency for me that works for me. Saying that though, it is now time to delve in and do a edit. This is one of the clubs that I won't be adding anything into once we get the list on a few days' time of what is discontinuing. This club here does have a selection of locked off bars, so I'm not getting rid of it completely because these locked off bars I can no longer get except via club, which is why I still have this particular club open, as I'm able to transfer them into 2 main club accounts I'm intending to use. It will then be deleted, but not until I can get those bars in a Bring Back My Bar, or until those bars come back where I am able to transfer them over. But saying that, I am going to thin this a little bit because I do have some of these bars in some of my other clubs. So this particular club is a quarterly club. It is due to ship in March, and this was originally my first winter club. So bars that I was storing here that I would warm more during the winter months. They're more bakery bars, but I am finding now bakery bars I am warming more than just winter. So most of my bakery bars are even shifting to a monthly or a bi-monthly stage because I am using them more frequently as well. So let's delve into this, shall we? I know I'm down at the bottom here and we're going to work our way up. So this club is sitting at a total of $83.80. I know I have put vanilla bourbon into another club, so I am going to remove vanilla bourbon out of this. Now, these 3 bars I have coming on a monthly basis. Cider Mill, Hugging a Mug, Sugar Cookie, and they are in one of the 2 accounts that I plan on leaving open. Now, the other reason I had other clubs is that I had heard stories of bars just being lost out of people's accounts at some stage, and I kind of wanted another account as a backup in case some of my really, really favourite bars got lost. But honestly, when I have Hugging a Mug, Cider Mill, Sugar Cookie coming to me 11 times a year, do I need another 3 bars? Probably not. So I'm going to bite the bullet here because I do know I don't plan on taking Cider Mill, Hugging a Mug or Sugar Cookie out of my original club. They may end up getting merged into my bi-monthly club at some stage if I build up a big stockpile. Cider Mill, I'm not even warming at the moment. That's something I won't start warming until April. So I will have a good little stockpile for winter when I do start warming Cider Mill. So that's kind of the easiest one, even though it's probably one of my favourite bars to remove for me to remove out of this little selection here. Hugging a Mug I've been warming all year round, but as I said, I have it coming monthly. Same with Sugar Cookie. I don't really need it in my bi-monthly as well. So from $80 I'm now down to $52, and what I have left are 4 bars that I know I will not be removing unless I can transfer them over into one of my main accounts. So that is Evil Queen, Just One Bite, Haunted Mansion, 3 Thumbs Up, Chocolate Coconut Cream Bar, and Peppermint Dreams. So I'm quite happy with that, where it's sitting. As I said, eventually I'm hoping some of these come back at some stage and I can move them over into my main club, and once I can move all these 4 over into my main club, then I can get rid of this club completely. But until then, those bars are going to stay locked and secure, and let's move on to the next club, shall we? Okay, so we're back again. This is my original Scentsy club, the first one I've ever opened, the one that is under my name. So as you can see, it's got a monthly, a bi-monthly and a quarterly set in place for at different frequencies. So this quarterly one down here is what has always been when you've seen me do my unboxings or unveilings. This has been my summer club where I keep my summer scents. Recently it has been upgraded to be my summer club and my Christmas club after I did my melting plan and worked my way through all my Christmas scents. I then made the decision, rather than stock up on Christmas scents, if there was a favourite Christmas scent, I would have it come once every quarter in my quarterly club. It would give me 3 bars because I do skip once in a 12-month period. So I would get 3 bars come to me before November, December, where I warm my Christmas scents that I could enjoy over the Christmas period. So that's the one we're going to edit first, and I do have the new catalogue open on the other side, just at the scents. I'm not going to show you everything just yet. It's a little bit too early to show you everything just yet, but this is open on the other side with a split screen that you can see at the moment, so I can double check that I'm not deleting things prematurely out of my club that I think may have come back if they haven't come back. So my quarterly club at the moment is sitting at $234 after shipping. So opening it, the first bar you can see, which is the top bar, is always the bar you have basically had in your club the longest without having taken it out of your club, is Pina Colada Cha Cha. This has been in my club now. When did we have that as a Bring Back My Bar? I think it's going on 2 years now that I have had Pina Colada in Cha Cha in my club. It's a bar that stays in there basically. I don't warm it at all in the winter months, but as soon as summer hits, anything that I have that has come to me in Scentsy Club shipments goes in that warmer. I currently had, by the time winter was over, I think 3 Pina Colada Cha Cha bars from my Scentsy Club shipments. I have already gone through 2, so I have 1 Pina Colada bar left. This is the pineapple bar that if I were to say you had to choose a pineapple bar, it would be Pina Colada Cha Cha. In fact, I am very, very picky with my pineapple bars, I will say, and a lot of pineapple scents come across sour or pencil shaving to me. There are very few bars that I fall in love with that have pineapple scents in them, and if they do, they make my way into my club, like Pina Colada Cha Cha. But Pina Colada Cha Cha would always be my go-to when it comes to a pineapple scent, and you have to have a good pineapple scent in summer. The next one, Banana Berry. I and toy about whether I'm going to take Banana Berry out of my club or keep it in. Absolutely love it, but it's not long lasting and it is on the lighter side. I think I've got 2 bars at the moment. This was in the top, I think, roughly 20 of voting. We will find out early February to see what 12 actually made it into our Bring Back My Bar from that top 20. So if Banana Berry did come or does come back as one of the 12 that will be coming back to us in June or July with the next Bring Back My Bar, I will take it out then. But if not, it's going to stay in there, because as well as warming this in the kitchen as one of my bakery scents, I do also like to warm this in my daughter's room. And I'm not going to say I blow through these bars as regularly as I do some of the other bars in my Scentsy Club, but I do warm through that on a frequent enough basis that I don't feel it needs to come out of my Scentsy Club yet, because I'm not building a big stock up of that. Sweet Plum Pastry, another one I believe that was in the top 20 of our voting for Bring Back My Bar. Now, as soon as I get my Sweet Plum Pastry, it's normally in my warmers, so I normally have none on hand. I do have one on hand though, which I plan on melting this month. As you can see, with this circle here and the bar, it means it's an always get my bar. So it means I can't go up in quantity. If I were to try and say add 2, it tells me the subscription quantity of discontinued products cannot be increased. I can always go down, but I cannot go up. So if this comes back as a voting choice, well, not a voting choice because we've already voted, but if it comes back as one of the bars that will be available in June, July, I will be taking it out of my summer club and moving this to a bi-monthly club, because I really would like to have more bars than what I currently have in my summer quarterly club. I do use that on more a frequent basis than what I actually have. I need more Sweet Plum Pastry. So that will be going into my bi-monthly club, and it will be increased to 2 if it made its way. I know it's in the top 20 with the last voting, but they didn't actually give us what is actually coming back. We will find out what is actually coming back in February. Dumbo Circus Parade. So, Dumbo Circus Parade, well, we're not doing them any good, are we? We're still keeping a lot of these scents. Dumbo Circus Parade is bright, it's fun, it's citrusy. It's also my two younger kids, Piper and Logan's birthday scent. Their birthdays a week apart, and it's the scent I warm in their room on their birthday week. At the moment, it's not going anywhere. If I had to make choices and cut something somewhere, I don't know whether I'd make the tough choice and choose this as one of them. But there are other scents in this lineup I do like more than this. But this has a very sentimental memory attached to it now, being their birthday scent. And while I don't reach for it often, when we do reach for it, we really do love Dumbo Circus Parade. Birthday Wishes, again, another one that's not going anywhere. It's just a gorgeous base vanilla cake. Great for all year round. In fact, I can't seem to keep a bar of this in stock to warm myself. As soon as it comes in, one of my friends is usually nabbing it from me. So I do also like to gift this as presents, but it is good for a basic base round vanilla cake. Lemon drizzle cake. So, lemon drizzle cake. If we dive over into the bakery section, as you can see, it is coming into our new catalogue. This was from our Easter collection, and prior to this coming into our catalogue, I was trying to make decisions in my mind of what I would delete out of my club to try and get my club down. Lemon drizzle cake, I was thinking might make the axe, even though I really do enjoy it. Lemon drizzle cake is lilac sugar, vanilla icing drizzle, and a sweetness to lemon butter cake. The reason being, I thought I could take a lemon scent and something like Birthday Wishes and create something else. But Scentsy have made up my mind for me by popping it into the bakery section, and I was kind of hanging out for this to pop up in a clearance section with this in the pods, hoping I could stock up to take it out of my club. Now, the reason why it didn't pop up in the clearance section is because they obviously had plans to put it in the catalogue. So, lemon drizzle cake I am removing from my club. It does say when you choose to remove a bar that's locked up like that, are you sure you want to remove your Always Get My Bar item? This bar is discontinued. You will continue to receive this bar as part of your Scentsy Club subscription. If removed, it cannot be added again. I know it's coming back, so I'm not too worried about not being able to add it again, because once it is back in the catalogue, it will be available to add into Scentsy Club. If they decide to discontinue it, I can add it back into Club and put as many quantity as I want before they discontinue it. But I know I'm going to be able to access lemon drizzle cake for 6 months and including the pods. So yes, I am quite happy to remove lemon drizzle cake from my selection of bars. Angel Experiment 624. This is a beautiful creamy strawberry milkshake. It's not going anywhere. Again, it's another one of those scents. I wouldn't say I'd blow through as soon as I get this one bar, but I've only got one on hand, and I've already skipped, I think, the last shipment of this. So I've got one left from 6 months, so I would have probably had 2 to begin with. So I know I do use that bar regularly enough that I don't need to take it out of my club. So moving along back to the citrus here, we have lime zest and vanilla. Here is one that I was questioning, would I prefer this or cocoa lime when it came down to the crunch, because we know cocoa lime is discontinuing, and I was going to have to make a decision between this or cocoa lime. I still haven't actually warmed this bar I have of this. It is in my current melting basket for this month to warm and try. But again, Thank you, Scentsy. You've made my mind up for me. You're putting this back in the autumn winter catalogue, so I will be able to access lime zest and vanilla, which is a perfectly tart dessert with extra lime zest and a dollop of whipped cream. So it is coming back to our autumn winter catalogue. So that means, yes, I can remove lime zest and vanilla from my summer melting. Stitch Experiment 626, another one that's not going anywhere. This would have to be, I would say, my other pineapple scent. It does have other things. This is more tropical, aquatic pineapple, whereas Pina Colada Cha-Cha's the drink, the cocktail type pineapple. So they're very different types of pineapple in it, but they fulfill my very tropical summery needs. So Stitch is not going anywhere. We're All Mad here. That is the bar that started Scentsy Club. It's got this effervescent fizz in it. It is fantastic. It is a play on tart and fruity. I will say it's becoming more tart to my nose than fruity and sweet like it used to be. I have about 3 bars now. This is one I would have said would never leave my club at any time. It's not going to be removed just yet, but at some stage I'm going to have to evaluate whether I go through my We're All Mad Here bars enough to keep that in there. That will be determined this summer as we go through my melting plan. If I have stopped reaching for them, then this may come out of my club at some stage. Now we're kind of getting up to some of my Christmas scents. So we've blazed through a lot of my summer scents that I like to warm in summer, and we're kind of in Christmasville here. So Disney Season of Magic, absolutely love this. This is my Christmas Eve bar. Throw 2 bars of this through the house through Christmas Eve. So as I said, before Christmas, I'm expecting 3 bars of Disney Season of Magic to come. So that's not going anywhere. Icicles and Evergreen. I do have a brick and 3 cubes left from another brick. Now, I think I burnt myself out on this particular scent over Christmas, so I'm not going to remove it just yet, even though I have a brick and a bit. I'm going to see whether I loved it as much as I did when it first came out in the bricks when we get back to Christmas melting. I'm going to take a break from this scent for a little bit, and if I find by the time where I would normally reach for these type of scents, if I find I'm not reaching for that again in my bricks, then that will likely come out of my club. A roll of the dice. Not my favourite, but as you can see, I do have one in my club that comes once every 3 months just for my daughter. It is in there for her. That is my daughter's bar. Cranberry, orange and cider. Again, this is one that I don't think is going to stay in my club full term, but I love to warm a cranberry scent at Christmas time. And this combination of cranberry, orange, cider I found was really nice at Christmas time, particularly mixed with crimson berry. So I want enough in there that I can enjoy next Christmas. So that is why that is staying in there for the time being. Zoinks Scentsy Bar. I have 2 of them. I still haven't done an initial warming review of them. Again, it may come down to a choice of this or We're All Mad Here. But for the time being, until I get around to actually warming both We're All Mad Here again, warming Zoinks, and making a decision between the 2, it will be in my club for the next little bit. Crimson Berry Christmas. Again, this is another one of my scents that are there for Christmas time. I want 3 by Christmas time, and that's why it's in my club. Frosted Petals. I have I have a brick and a half of this. I am going to delete Frosted Petals out. I just don't think I need bars as well. I haven't reached for my brick almost brick and half or brick and 3/4. I've got enough in bricks to enjoy frosted petals, so that is being removed from my club. Winter's Eve, again, the same thing. It's a cologne scent. I just don't see myself reaching for it enough to warrant having bars come as well as a whole brick and a 3/4. I've still got a brick and 3/4 of that. That is the one I have used the least out of all my bricks. So I've got plenty enough in the brick to not warrant having Winter's Eve. So then my half price item, as you can see, is my cotton cleanups. So my cotton cleanups is my half price item for the time being. Moving on, these are coming into current Bring Back My Bars, which are available now. As you can see, it's very different to the circle with the bar around here. That means I can, if I wanted to, I can up the quantity. I can change it to 2. I don't want to change it to 2. I can change it down to 1. I can take it out. I can put it back in without losing the always get my bar perk, because it's not an always get my bar yet. They have extended our Bring Back My Bar to while supplies last to, I believe, the end of February. Whether that is inclusive of Scentsy Club or whether they're going to lock them off at the end of this month, I don't know. So Blonde Wood and Moonflower is a bedroom scent that I have been really enjoying. I feel I only need to get 3 bars a year to enjoy it. So that one is staying. Now the next lot here are ones that I call still in my testing phase. I haven't warmed through Coconut Berry Snow Cone, Blackberry Chia or Snowberry yet. So after I warm through them, I will then make my decision whether these 3 stay or go. If Snowberry, I enjoy Snowberry enough, it will stay as one of my Christmas scents, and these 2 will stay as 2 of my summer scents. But as I said, at this stage, these 3, I'm still undecided, and I still do need to decide whether I'm keeping both Fair or Mad here and Zoinks, or whether I'm going to choose one over the other of those 2. So at this stage, those 4 bars are the only ones I'm kind of willing to chop from my selection of summer bars. So it's bring the total down to $194.48. Saying that though, we know in my summer club I do plan on adding some scents that are on the discontinuing list. So let's talk about what's on the discontinuing list, shall we? If I can find it in my little selection here. So I'm looking at my phone here rather than trying to go out of this and into that. So what did I want to put into my summer club? Well, here's where you go add more items. Then you're going to go promotions. No, I'm not going to go promotions because I'm not looking for the Bring Back My Bars. I'm going to go Scentsy Wax Bars because these are still categorized as catalog bars till the end of next month. So discontinuing that I know I definitely want in this little pile. I know I want Cocoa Lime. That's basically going to be replacing my lime zest and vanilla. So I will be doing Cocoa Lime by 1. Now I took away 4 bars, so I've basically given myself without going too much overboard 4 places in here. But saying that, if you watched my last video of what's leaving us, you know I had a big list of bars that I felt I needed to still have come to me. So, Apple Blossom Bees I'm putting into my hat club. Berry Blessed I didn't want. Blackberry Sandalwood I wasn't that interested in. Cheerful Celebration I didn't want. Cloudberry Dreams. Now, do I put that in here in my hat club? We might come back to Cloudberry Dreams. Enchanted Woods. Do I want that in here or my bi-monthly club? Eucalyptus Reef I'm not worried about. Falling Apples is going in my hat club. Fluffy Fleece was going to go in my hat club, but I think I'm going to have to put that into a monthly club. Now, the reason being for that, I have a customer that absolutely loves all Fluffy Fleece, but she doesn't want to start a Scentsy club. She's asked me if I can just throw it into one of my Scentsy clubs, but she doesn't know what frequency she wants or how regularly she wants it. So I'm feeling if I just put one of them a month in my club, I can kind of just keep them on hand for her. She normally orders off me once every few months anyway, and I could say, right, I have this amount of Fluffy Fleece saved up, and that way I'm not getting a big bunch either. Like, yes, it's coming monthly, but if I were to say, like, get 6 bi-monthly or 6. So I do apologise. I was talking too much about other things and my screen decided it would time out, which cut off my video at where I was talking about where I was going to place Fluffy Fleece. My ultimate decision was Fluffy Fleece is going to go into a monthly club so I can have just enough but not enough to overpile my stockpile if it's needed for this particular customer or if I wanted to try again. I was then going to add Plumeria Peach to that quarterly club. For me, Plumeria Peach I will warm in my bedroom in summer. It is my summer bedroom scent when I'm not in the mood for amber or sandalwood. A lot of the time I love those amber, sandalwood, perfumey, sensual scents, but sometimes I want something a little bit different, and Plumeria Peach is just the perfect bedroom summer scent for that. So I only need 3 come to me in a calendar year. That's all I would probably get through in a calendar year, if that. And the fact that it's now going out of our catalogue makes me think another peach scent will be replacing it maybe next spring, summer, and that it's not coming back. I have to have Plumeria Peach for my bedroom. So we're going to go continue shopping. I have 2 places left because we did delete 4 scents out. I'm going to try not to go too much over what I had. Sometimes that can be inevitable, but I am really trying hard to keep my Scentsy club down to a level where I'm using the bars that are coming in my Scentsy club and not stockpiling. So the other one I was talking about when we cut off and I didn't know I'd cut off was Strawberry Rose. This was where I know I want it in my club, but where do I want it in my club? I currently have 3 or 4 in my inventory of Strawberry Rose. For me, Strawberry Rose is something I warm all year round. And if I'm warming it in the open concept area, I'm using 2 bars. If I'm warming it in bedrooms, I'm using 1 bar. So I've got enough that I can reach for it for 2 bars at the moment in the open concept area. So what I decided is I'm going to put just 1 bar in my quarterly club here. We're going to review that subscription along with Cocoa Lime, as I did add that and you did see me add that. So I'm just going to update the subscription here so you can see what my total is. Now, I added Cocoa Lime, 1 Cocoa Lime, 1 Plumeria Peach, and 1 Strawberry Rose out of that big list we read off. There are other scents that are going in other areas, in other clubs, but I took out 4 bars and added 3. So I've got 1 less bar coming. I'm quite happy with that. I will probably be putting a strawberry loaves bi-monthly. Now, the reason I don't want to put 2 into that bi-monthly club is because I feel that would be too many. And I feel that being in 3 places, I can always take, if I'm getting too many strawberry rose, say, with the bi-monthly coming, I can take it out of my bi-monthly, seeing how regularly I reach through it. But again, I think that's a scent that won't be coming back, and it smells like real strawberries. It's one of my absolute favorite strawberry scents. So that brings that total to $224. I'm getting a $30 discount. I am getting my cotton cleanups at half price, and this is due to ship in, when is this due to ship? I think it's April. So this summer Christmas club will ship on April the 18th. So I do have a few more months to warm through some Wet or Mad here, to warm through some Zoinks, and make a decision whether I love them enough to decide whether I'm keeping them in my club. I know I'm not going to reach for Icicles and Evergreen anytime soon, so that will stay in that April shipment, and that will be made closer. That decision will be made closer to Christmas time. But it also gives me enough time to warm through Blackberry Chair, Coconut Berry Snowcomb, and Snowberry, and decide whether those 3 scents are staying or going as well. So that is my, I guess it wasn't a very big adjustment, because all I did was really take out 2 of the bricks. I know I have 2 bricks of already. I took out Lemon Drizzle Cake, and I took out Lime Zest and Vanilla because they're coming back into the catalogue. I took out 4 bars. I added 3 bars. I know that's not a big adjustment for my summer club, but it's getting me set up for the next round of catalogue seasons. And it's helping me to reevaluate when I do redo my melting plan, reevaluate my numbers at the end of this month. So let's move on, shall we? So now I've opened up my monthly subscription here. This is where I'm going to talk a bit about, none of these are my Scentsy Club hacks, but I had customers questioning how I can merge and things like that. So I'm going to show you here, because after seeing what's discontinuing, I'm going to need an in-out club, I feel, in February, to collect some oils and some pods and things that I don't normally put into a club subscription. So I'm going to put what's in my monthly subscription, I'm going to merge that down into my bi-monthly subscription, save me a month with these scents basically, so I'm not getting them as regularly, but still getting them enough that I can use them, because I've now got in my winter stash 4 or 5 cider mill for a start. I don't want to get too many, but I still want enough that I can enjoy. I think I've got 2 or 3 Hug in a mug. I've got about 4 Clementine Cupcake. I don't want to lose these bars. I don't want them on a quarterly basis because I use them more frequently than a quarterly basis. I mean, I could always merge them back into this monthly if I decide later, but I would have to take everything else that's in my bi-monthly too. So at this stage, I feel if I were to merge what's in my monthly down into my bi-monthly, I would still get these on a frequent enough basis that I wouldn't miss them, and still enjoy them. But before I do that, let's edit this club out first. So cider mill, not going anywhere, was a bring back my bar. As you can see, even in our new catalogue, we only have 2 spice scents. So we've got cinnamon and vanilla and blackberry spice coming in our new catalogue. if you want more spice scents, basically, or you want more bakery scents, our bakery section, our spice section has always been small. You need a club here in Region 3 if you're a bakery lover or a spice lover, because they come to us in Bring Back My Bars. They come to us in limited time only collections like the Christmas collection and the Harvest collection. That's where we get those fragrances, and that's where you put them into club so you can enjoy those type of scents other than just the small amount that's in the catalogue. So, cider mill, as I said, not going anywhere. It will go from me getting 11 a month to me getting 5 a month. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I now have a good little stockpile that me downgrading that to the bi-monthly, I'm not worried about. The only thing when you merge these subscriptions, you can't just merge one scent. You're choosing to merge that whole subscription, and you're choosing to join it to another subscription. You won't be able to separate those subscriptions once you merge them. So I have Hugging a Mug. Again, I probably use that more frequently all year round than cider mill, but I also have chocolate coconut cream. I also have mochadoodle, so I have enough scents with chocolate in it that 5 to 6 a month, okay getting at a bi-monthly. I'm okay getting that at a bi-monthly frequency. Sugar cookie, I think I've got 3 on hand now, so I've built up enough stock that I feel, yeah, I use that pretty frequently, but I will still be getting 5 to 6 a month, so I can enjoy that. Same with Clementine Cupcake. I was so hoping that would come back in this catalogue, but it hasn't. I now have 4 on hand. I will get another 5 throughout the year. I have plenty that I can enjoy throughout the year if I do merge that into a bi-monthly. So I'm pretty good with everything that's in here. Cozy Cardigan. Looky here. It's coming back in our new catalogue. Find better bliss in layers of soft suede, blushing rose and amber silk. So this, I am going to remove Cozy Cardigan. I have 4 on hand now because I know it's coming back. I do not need it in my club. That's going to give me 1 space room. Now, the North Cause and Olaf Warm Hugs. Here is, well, let's just skip them for a bit. I'm going to take out Cocoa Lime Pod Packs, which was what was in my last monthly one, and I'm going to take out the Polar Bear Hug Pod Packs. They may go into this monthly shipment that I do. As I said, I'll be doing a one-off monthly shipment next month with some of these things that I've got to put my list together of what I want that's leaving us. Pink Cotton in Pods is leaving us. I know I'm going to want to grab a few of them. So basically, from me merging this into bi-monthly, I'm going to create a whole new space where I can create myself a club for next month and also show you how that hack works, because I've already created my hack club. So I needed a space just to show you how it works, how you can merge for those customers that are questioning how to merge clubs. Mochadoodle, love, love, love. I do only have a few as compared to the other ones, but I can still add that back into a monthly club at the moment because it's not cut off as an always get my bar. Neither is the North Cause or Olaf Warm Hugs. So we're just going to leave that as is at the moment by taking out the pods and by taking out the Cozy Cardigan. I did lose my half price item, which was my L filter. I know I need that, but I will put that back in as my half price item when I do this in-out club of items I really need before they discontinue from the catalogue. So it's now sitting at $74. So I'm literally going to take this $74 and merge it into my bi-monthly club here, which is $235. I have got a new bi-monthly club going. This is where everything's thrown in, things I can't delete out. So I will slowly start to filter things out of this club and move my absolute favourites as they come back. But some are locked off, so I can't. This was where I was going to do, let's do the switcheroni in the winter months where I'm using more winter scents, have it come as bi-monthly, and in the summer month when I'm using more summer scents, have that come as bi-monthly, and kind of flip them. And then I heard about the Scentsy Club hack. I kind of feel that's going to be better for me because I can throw a bunch of scents in there while I'm working on getting down my current stash. But I'm going to still have this kind of idea going, even though I don't plan on switching these around anytime soon because of how much summer scents I have. So for those of you who want to know how to merge, so as you can see here, I've got a monthly at $74. I have the bi-monthly at $235, and I have the quarterly at $224. At this current stage, I want to take that monthly and merge it into the bi-monthly. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to open that club back up as if I'm going to do some cutting or editing or whatever you want to describe. And if you go down here, you can see change your subscription frequency. I am going to hit that grey box that says bi-monthly, and you will see this box pop up that says your subscriptions will be merged. Your current frequency is my monthly, I've just lost my word in there. Your current frequency, monthly. It is highlighted in big bold letters so you can't miss that. What you are currently working in is your monthly subscription. So it's saying you have this set as a monthly club. You are planning to merge this into a bi-monthly club. Moving this will merge your items from both subscriptions into one. So it means everything I have in my bi-monthly, everything I have in my monthly are going to be joined up into one subscription. So it is saying, are you aware? Moving this will merge your items from both subscriptions into one. Once I do this, I am unable to separate those items. So it is telling me, once I do this, anything that was in my bi-monthly, I can't put back into my bi-monthly by itself. I need to basically take both that bi-monthly and monthly, because it is now one subscription, it is not two subscriptions. I can put it back into a monthly board if I want, but I cannot separate, say I can't take the cider bar out away from the hug in a mug bar. Everything is going to move together. So this cannot be undone. And then it's saying, yes, combine my subscriptions. You need to click that to say that's what you want to do. If you decide you don't, you can go keep my current frequency. I'm going yes, combine my subscriptions. I am making the decision. I don't want a monthly subscription. Well, I do want a monthly subscription, but for my purposes for next month, I can't have this come and what I want to purchase from the discontinuing items. I just don't have the funds for that. So this is the way I can do this. Now, all of those bars previously, now I am just going to show you something. So as you can see, my monthly board looks blank. It's basically telling me there's nothing there. It's telling me I can create a new subscription. It has wiped that board clear. But now this will probably show up both colours because I have skipped what was recently in the bi-monthly. So originally I had in my bi-monthly Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin Scentsy Bar, Give Me Candy, Gryffindor, Maple Rum Cake, Ravenclaw, Sliverum, Nightmare Before Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack's Obsession, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town. Wizarding World, my cotton cleanups is my half price item. I did lose my air purifier from the other one because I did go under the $110. Sanderson Sisters, Swirling Snowflakes, Maraschino Sugar Cookie, Caramel Chestnut, Maple Vanilla Glaze, Salted Caramel Toffee, Vanilla Mint, Candy Cane Buttercream, Caramel Buttercream, Gingerbread Buttercream, Warm Pumpkin Drizzle, Perfect Oatmeal, Mandalorian Air of Adventure. And this is where my monthly used to be. As you can see, it's now in that bi-monthly. Cider Milk, Hug in a Mug, Sugar Cookie, Clementine Cupcake, the North Cause, Olaf Warm Hugs, and Mochadoodle. So, I had already done my 12-month skip. And I have already done it in the bi-monthly. So the ones that were in my original bi-monthly are going to show up red if I were to hit skip March. So no, that's wrong. So no, it's telling me the wrong thing there. I think because I would have thought the other way would come red. So let's just try something here. So my idea to skip without skipping a month, well, basically that's not going to come to March again, that $300. But this is how you want to create your Scentsy Club hack. So let's go back to Scentsy Club. It's still registering that I skipped them from my monthly subscription. So that's strange. It wasn't doing that before. I was able to basically reset them. So I would have thought it would have reset Hug in a Mug, Cider Milk. So I'm just going to try something here. So this is blank now. It's basically a whole new subscription. Now, I'm going to hit new subscription and say this is where I'm going to want items come to me that are discontinuing. Let's go pods. So I know I'm going to want the another Cocoa Lime pod. That's leaving. Continue shopping. I know I'm going to want two pink cotton pods because that is leaving in pods, and I know I'm going to want another polar bear hug pod. So I'm just going to review my subscription in here. I've popped it into a monthly. Now this little tick here where it says process my order right away, you're going to untick that. So instead of that processing now and shipping now, my order's not going to process till the 18th of February. So I have time then to basically make up my mind if I want to keep these or I decide I don't want them. So I know I'm going to want to add some oils through, but I've got to go through that discontinuing list. Continue to shipping. It's going to ask me to fill my details out. Continue. Now I'm just going to use PayPal as my payment of method, but if you prefer, you can use your credit card details. This is just to show you how to set up that hack, but you would do this in a quarterly club, you wouldn't do it in a monthly club, and I will explain about that at a later date. So I'm agreeing to the payment method of a PayPal checkout. We've sent a confirmation to my email. Details of your order are below. So it's basically telling me this is what I plan on getting in that next shipment. So I'm going to go back to manage my subscription. So as you can see, those 4 pods will now be coming to me on February the 18th. So if I chose, I could skip them, but if I do that, I won't be able to get them because come March, these pods will not be available to grab. But what you're going to do is you're going to follow those exact steps in your quarterly subscription. You're going to hit no, you don't want your shipment straight away. Then you're going to go back to manage. You're going to skip February, which means March, April, May. You won't be due to, and because they're not classified as always get my bars yet, they're still classified as current bars. March, April, May. When May comes, you can actually skip again because that first skip didn't count. That first skip hadn't locked them off as always get my bars. They're not going to lock us as always get my bars till March. So you've skipped your February shipment, March, April, May, and then when May comes, you're going to skip your May shipment. May, June, July. In July, you're going to get the list of what's returning. And if there's anything returning, you then can take out. And then, if you decide you want to keep what's there, you keep what's there. If you decide you want to ditch what's there, you ditch what's there. But then you're going to move that, as I said, into your bi-monthly shipment to reset it. And that's what I was hoping this would do. But my monthly shipment I now know is a complete different shipment. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to merge again. I can merge this back into the monthly. I can fiddle to see why it didn't do what I was expecting it to do and that I've known it's done quite a few times. So we're going to go here and I'm going to basically take this whole big chock-a-blocker bi-monthly that we've still got to edit together and merge it into my monthly. As you can see, the bi-monthly is highlighted because that's what I'm working with. If I hit monthly, your current frequency bi-monthly is merging into monthly. Moving this will merge your items from both subscriptions into one. You will be unable to separate these items. Yes, combine my subscriptions. Now it's saying I have $373, which I'm not paying in February. I will be taking that back and throwing it back into bi-monthly. I just want to try and eliminate those red boxes. So if I were to now, this was a whole new subscription that I created with those pods. So everything should have reset because this is basically a whole new subscription that I have taken. So if I were to hit skip February, as you see, are you sure you want to skip your Scentsy Club shipment? Skipping to next March, basically cannot be done. And then I would hit yes. And it shouldn't lose those bars. But it should have come up as orange. So basically it's telling me I'm able to skip because it's a new shipment and next March, but I'm not going to risk doing that here with the always get my bars, because that's not where I want it. But as you can see, it's not highlighting red anymore, which means I'm not at any risk of basically losing those bars, because this is a brand spanking new subscription. It's going to allow me that 12-month reset again. So that is how you merge your bars. Now hang on, just give me a moment while I put my subscriptions back where they were. I want that big one back into the bi-monthly before we edit it and fix this up. I will be back with you in just a moment. So as you can see, I've taken everything from the monthly, put it back into the bi-monthly. I skipped the first bi-monthly, which was February. So this bi-monthly, this big chocker blocker one's not due to ship till April, which means I have time to make decisions with this massive one. I have to April to make those decisions. And I actually skipped this before I merged them. So let's delve into and edit all this. And I will go back in and create my monthly one of things that are leaving my in and out club. I won't be filming my in-out club of making that, because they're going to be, as I said, majority things like the pods. They're going to be oils that I will create an in-out club that month. I may even see how my party rewards are going and do it as a party closeout instead. So I may just keep that blank for a future day, that monthly space. I haven't quite made up my mind. I know I don't want the mini warmer bulb. I've got heaps of bulbs, but that's what I put when I was recreating this bi-monthly club so I could merge it in. So yes, we are removing the bulb. I'm going to remove the Cocoa Lime Scentsy pod because it's not going to be available in April anyway. I'm going to remove those two pink pods because they're not going to be available in April anyway. And I'm going to remove the Polar Bear Hug pod because they're not going to be available in April anyway. So as you can see, this is where my monthly and bi-monthly club would be sitting. That's due to ship in April. It's sitting at $306. Now when April comes, the fact that that's reset, I should be able to skip that to June, so I'm not having a $306 club sync at the same time as a $224 club sync in my quarterly. But I am hoping to make decisions what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep in here. This is, as I said, my big bi-monthly club where kind of everything's thrown in that I'm trying to make decisions on. It's not my hack club. My hack club's in my other one, which is even bigger. But I don't plan on adding anything from the discontinuing list here. But there are a few things I do plan on removing. Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin Scentsy is going to stay. Give Me Candy Scentsy is going to... I don't need to say they're Scentsy. We know they're Scentsy. This is a Scentsy club. But I'm just reading. Is going to stay. Absolutely love them. Gryffindor Bravery and Determination. I'm actually going to delete Gryffindor Bravery and Determination out. I do like it, but I did pick up 2 before they discontinued last month. I have 3 bars of this to warm with my apple s'mores. I love mixing apple s'mores and Gryffindor in alternating warmers when I'm warming this in winter. And as I said, open concept, I need 2 bars. So I usually do 1 bar of apple s'mores and 1 bar of Gryffindor. I have 3 of each. So that is definitely enough to get me through this winter. I do feel Gryffindor at some stage will come back out of the vault to repurchase again. Maple rum cake staying. Ravenclaw at this moment is staying, as is Slytherin. I do need to warm through Slytherin to make up my final mind on that. Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town staying. Jack's Obsession is staying. Wizarding World is actually coming out in our new catalogue, as you can see. So I can remove Wizarding World. I was kind of planning on removing this anyway. It's a little bit cologne-y for me, but I did want to warm through one more bar just to double check that that's what I wanted to do. But now it's coming back in the catalogue. I know I can quite happily remove that from my club and basically save myself $11. Sanderson Sisters, I'm still undecided about that. I need to warm through another bar to really make up my mind on that. Now, Swirling Snowflakes, again, I want to warm through a bar to make up my mind on that. It could potentially go. If I had to choose between my mint scents, it's always going to be Olaf Warm Hugs, Silver Bells. There is one in here that is leaving, which isn't really minty, but that I still feel I prefer better than Swirling Snowflakes. Maraschino Sugar Cookie is staying. Caramel Chestnut is staying for the time being. Maple Vanilla Glaze is staying for this time being. Salted Caramel Toffee. Vanilla Mint. Again, another mint scent that I could potentially, before this club ships, decide to delete just to save some money, because I'm not sure how I feel about the citrus note in Vanilla Mint. Candy Cane Buttercream for the time being stays. Caramel Buttercream for the time being stays. Gingerbread Buttercream for the time being stays. A lot of these were Christmas harvest scents that I just haven't warmed enough to form a big enough opinion on whether I want to keep them or stay. I do have a couple of each of these in my stash, and I need to get to trying them to really make up my mind whether I want to keep them in my club. Warm Pumpkin Drizzle is staying. Perfect Oatmeal is from the current Bring Back My Bar, currently staying. I don't know if it will stay in my club forever. The same with Mandalorian Air of Adventure. I don't think that will be staying in my club forever either. Cider Mill, never leaving my club. Hugging a Mug, never ever leaving my club. Sugar Cookie, never ever leaving my club. Clementine, never ever leaving my club. Now, I am going to take out the North Cores here and Olaf Warm Hugs here, because I have put them in my actual bi-monthly Scentsy club that I want to carry forward with these scents at some stage if they were to ever come back, because I am in the process, if you've seen other videos, amalgamating into another club account where my clubs ships at an earlier date, so I can get my whiff box sent to me earlier and share that with you. So I am in the process of trying to amalgamate my bi-monthly club over to that, and then I will keep my summer club here in this later date. But for the time being, this is where I have, as you can see, a lot of my bakery bars stashed. As you can see, Mochadoodle, that's not going anywhere either. I have a lot of my bakery bars stashed in here, and a lot of the bars that we just typically don't get in our catalogues here, because I love them so much, and that's why this club is so high. I'm trying to be more rigorous with this other club and make sure I keep my very favourites. So this kind of might end up becoming the in-out club where they may not be a favourite of mine. Like Vanilla Mint's not a favourite of mine, but I'm not sure I want to quite give it up yet. I want to do some testing with it, so this might be an in-out club where I keep some scents for a little bit and then ditch them. If there are my favourites in here, they will have to stay in here till I can move them over into the other club. But that's kind of my thought process here now that I've kind of got two going. And my other quarterly clubs that are kind of scattered, I'm slowly bringing over. So eventually I'm going to have two clubs. The other three I have scattered, where I was doing one at a frequency for winter clubs, one as a frequency for summer clubs, one as a frequency for all year round clubs, where they're scattered, and where I made a boo-boo and had them come on the same frequency, so I had to start another one. As those bars get voted back in to bring back my bar or come back in a limited time only, they get taken out of that club and put into the respective one I want to keep them in. So this one is now literally going to have what I call my bi-monthly in-out club. May not necessarily be my favourites unless it's already locked off. Adjustable at any time. And it's going to have my quarterly summer club. So I've definitely got it down from $300 plus odd dollars. It's down to $260. I still don't want to, in April, spend $400 and close to $500 in Scentsy bars. So I should be able to skip that April club and only have that quarterly one come, and I'm hoping by April I would have made decisions and maybe cut that one down a little bit more. But that's my initial cut. I do have to go through and make some decisions with some of these bars, but that's what I'm prepared to cut at the moment in this club. Okay, so here we are in the final club that we're going to look at. There's another two clubs which we don't need to look at because I'm literally not making any adjustments to those clubs. They're the ones that are slowly trickling over to these other two clubs as those bars come back. Now, this is where I have that Scentsy club hack that Melted Michelle has talked about. Definitely go watch her Hack 1 Part 1 and Hack 1 Part 2 video. She will explain it better. I've already created that hack club there. I am going to add a lot of these bars that are discontinuing here, but I created that hack club with a lot of bars from the Bring Back My Bar that I wanted in the hack as well. So when I created it, I basically skipped that first shipment, which was January, February, March, which was not due to ship February, March, April, May. So I said, no, I do not want to ship it straight away, which meant my first shipment would have been in February. So I skipped the February shipment. As you can see, skipped shipments February. But all of these bars here are either Bring Back My Bars or collections that are literally still available that I may want at a later date but don't necessarily need now. So I did merge what was a bi-monthly club into that as well after I did that initial skip. But a lot of what's in this club I do have in my other bi-monthly club. So actually all of what's in this bi-monthly club I do have in that other bi-monthly club, because I wanted to really hone in on my new bi-monthly club. And I would have liked to have kept Jack's Obsession, Halloween Town, and probably Maraschino Sugar Cookie out of all of these in that other one, but it won't allow you to separate them. And I do have them in another bi-monthly club if for some reason I try to skip in May and it tells me I've already skipped those bars. But I merged them after I skipped and it said this wasn't due to come in May, so I should still be able to do that next one-off skip. So in May I will be hitting with this club hack again. Yes, skip May's orders, and because they won't always get my bars, I really haven't done that skip because I'd already skipped and then I merged that bi-monthly in there. I wouldn't have skipped that always get my bars either, so that should still work for them as well. But that's going to allow me to skip that order in May. so it won't ship again. So June, July, August. So this won't be due to ship to August then, and in August we will have the new catalogue. We will know what's coming back, we will know what's leaving. So what I will then do then is my bi-monthly club here, so I don't mix it with that quarterly club, because all that's in that monthly club is my whiff box. I will take my bi-monthly club and stick it into that monthly club while I hone in on that quarterly club and decide what I want to keep. Then what I will do is I will move that quarterly club into the bi-monthly club. I will, before doing that though, go through my list. Anything that is returning in the new catalogue, take it out to downsize it. I will then merge it into the blank bi-monthly club, because that bi-monthly club will be in my monthly club. I will then decide, because I will have created that bi-monthly club, I will probably throw something like a light glow bin. Don't process right away, skip this shipment. So what I will do is then, by merging that quarterly club, that's going to give me an extra 2 months. And in that 2 months, I will hone in on those items and say, right, I haven't had these items for 6 months. What's my stash like of these particular bars? Do I need them? Have I dwindled my stash enough that I want what's in that quarterly club? I've taken out what's coming back, so I'm safe with that. Do I really want what's coming back? Do I really want what's left? Do I need what's left? Am I going to use what's left? Then I will re-edit it down to a stage where I may let it ship in that bi-monthly club if there's 1 or 2 bars that I feel I want to get extra of, or I feel that I do want to get more of. But during that stage, I will have also recreated a new Scentsy a new Scentsy club hack with the autumn winter catalogue. So I will have recreated a new in August, because we will get the list of what is leaving from the autumn winter catalogue, because I have taken that quarterly club and put it into the bi-monthly club. That quarterly club is going to be blank. It is going to be completely blank again for me to create a new club, which means I will then be able to go, don't ship straight away. Anything that's discontinuing from that autumn winter catalogue that I may want to save but may want to get or be ready to get will be in that quarterly club. After I ship, don't ship straight away. It will give me the option to skip that first month. They're all bars that are still available, which will then in 3 months time allow me to skip it as an always get my bar without losing that always get my bar. So that new hack will be there for the next catalogue running. So if I decide, no, I'm not quite ready to get rid of these bars in that bi-monthly one that I moved from the old hack, but I'm not quite ready to order them again, what I can then do is, because I have created this one for the new club hack, I have skipped for 3 months. I can then basically merge that bi-monthly back into that quarterly club, buy myself 3 months, 3, 6, 9, and then by the time it's due to skip again, it will be where I skip the always get my bars from the second hack. It will be that 12-month period anyway. So what does that mean? A, by moving it back into the quarterly club, it should have reset and I should be able to skip it anyway, even if it wasn't 12 months. But B, it's going to be 12 months again, which means I can skip it again without losing those bars. So as you can see, that's going to allow you to save bars that you may only want on a very, very frequent basis and be still able to get. So that's basically, yes, you're going to look at that amount and say, that's a lot of money. You don't need that many bars. This quarterly club here is designed to never ship out unless I choose it to. And when I choose it to, it's when it's really edited down to its fine cone and it's moved into this bi-monthly club. So with that further ado, let's get to adding bars. There's nothing I'll be really taking out of here. As I said, I will be adding one thing to a monthly club and one thing only, and this is more for a customer's benefit than mine for the time being. She absolutely loves fluffy fleece in anything. If she wants the room sprays, if she wants the flowers, if she wants the other things in fluffy fleece other than laundry, because fluffy fleece is continuing on in laundry, she's going to have to get them next month. But she's not really comfortable with making a club herself, so she's asked me if I can throw fluffy fleece into my club. But as I said, I don't want to throw 6 in a quarterly club or 6 in a bi-monthly club and build up a whole heap of these fluffy fleece bars that just aren't going anywhere. So I'm going to add 1 into a monthly club. So I'm going to have 1 fluffy fleece come to me a month. If she gets back to me and tells me at what frequency and what amount she's prepared to have it come to her, and she's saying, yes, I'm going to have it come to me, and then not turn around and say, I don't really need it, and have me build up, I will add more. But with it this way, I'm only getting 1 a month, so I'll be getting 11 a year. So whenever she places an order, I can let her know I have this much fluffy fleece in my stock or on me. Would you like any of your fluffy fleece bars? I can warm it myself then too and decide if I do like it. But I basically do this for another customer with Arctic Kiss as well. So I love the product. I love this in laundry. I did want to try this again to see if my mind had changed about this particular bar in, I guess you could say, bar form. But at least I know I'm going to have she orders from me, I guess, once every 2 to 3 months. So I'll have about 2 or 3, and she normally orders about 2 or 3 of a particular fragrance and then mixes it up with some other fragrances. So I would have enough coming with just 1 a month to have enough for her in one of her orders. So that's the only thing that's really going to go into what I would call a monthly subscription, my whiff box and her fluffy fleece bar. So let's go into some of the other, I guess you could say, if I can go back to my club, because I have no idea where I am at the moment. We'll go review subscription, go Scentsy Club, your Scentsy Club. So it's got her fluffy fleece in there. Now we're going to go into my bi-monthly club and add the ones I know I'm going to want to come to me on a bi-monthly basis that I don't want to be missed without. I'm going to take away that half price item, Strawberry Rose Scent Circle, because Strawberry Rose is leaving us, so it's no use having something that's not going to be there. So currently in my bi-monthly subscription, the one that I said I'm honing down on and making sure I have my absolute favourites in, I have 2 Olaf Warm Hugs, 2 North Cores, 2 Mockadoodle. Now, again, these are scents that aren't going to stay in this bi-monthly club. Apple Press, we've been given an extra month to get some of these, so I'm going to take them out of here. I've put them into that Scentsy Club hack anyway, so I don't need Apple Press. I don't need I don't need that other bring back my bar, the Candy Dandy. I did have it in there for my daughter, but I'm thinking I'm just going to grab a few for her. Oh, I might put it back in. I don't know. Now, I have all three of the Valentine's Day collections in here. They're not going to stay in there. Our Valentine's Day bars are sold out. A lot of our Valentine's Day collection is sold out here in Australia. Our pods have sold out. Our air purifier bundles are sold out. The flowers are sold out. They're not restocking them here in Australia like they are in Region 1. Our flowers sold out within the first couple of hours, and they were like, or the first couple of days, not hours. Our flowers sold out within 2 days, I think. And they're like, they're gone, we're not restocking here in Australia. Region 1 are lucky enough that they are restocking them for them. But most of our Valentine's Day collection is now sold out. But saying that, we can no longer get that now in the Valentine's Day collection on the website, but you can still add these fragrances to your Scentsy club to get them that way. And as I said, I like to warm at least 2 bars before I make up my mind. I only got 1 set before they sold out, so that's my second set. Not due to ship till April, and all of these are scents that I can skip because I have 2 bigger April clubs. This is probably going to be skipped in April, and my other bi-monthly club will be skipped in April, and I'll probably let my summer club ship in April because I don't really want 3 clubs syncing and shipping together. So let's add the items that I know I need in this club. So I'm going to go Scentsy wax bars. And add some of the items that I had decided are going to go in there. So Apple Blossom Breeze, that's going to go into my hack. Berry Blessed, I'm not adding. Blackberry Sandalwood, I'm not adding. Cheerful Celebrations, not going into any of my clubs. I decided Cloudberry Dreams will probably go into my hack club. I like it, but I like it better in other products. So I don't want to be without it, but I'm not quite ready for it yet. So it's probably going to go into my hat club. Cocoa Lime has gone into my quarterly summer. Enchanted Woods. So I will be putting Enchanted Woods. I'm just going to put 1 bar of Enchanted Woods into here. I was umming and ahhing whether this would go into a quarterly. Oh. But then that would have taken up all 4 of those spaces, and I did leave 1 space 3 in that. So continue shopping. Eucalyptus Reef, I'm not adding. Falling Apples is going into my hack club. Fluffy Fleece I put into that monthly club. I'll probably put some more into the hack club. Frosted Vanilla, this is one that I do really like in my bedroom, and I think I'm going to like more of a winter time, so that is going to go into the bi-monthly here. Huckleberry Hideaway is going into my hack club. Iridescent Pearl, I used to really love, but I think I decided not to add to any of my clubs. I may put it into the hat club. I haven't quite decided yet because I don't think that's going to come back. Orchid Sunrise, not adding anywhere. Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze, not adding anywhere. Perfect Day, not adding anywhere. Plumeria Peach is in my summer club. Polar Bear Hug, another one I absolutely love, love, love. Can't live without. I don't need 2 of them. I'm just going to add 1 into here. Then we have Pomegranate Prosecco, I'm not adding. Sips of Cider, I'm not adding. Stargazing is going into my hat club. Strawberry and Rock Melon is going in, is not been added. Strawberry Rose, I added in my summer club, but I might add some more into my hack club. Vanilla blackberry. Do I want vanilla blackberry in here? I kind of feel, do I want vanilla blackberry or do I just want it in a hack club? I think I want vanilla blackberry in here. I think I decided, and would evaluate the pricing. I know this is going to go into my hat club as well, but I kind of feel I want a few vanilla blackberry to come to me over winter, because that's when I will warm vanilla blackberry in winter, and I actually don't have any vanilla blackberry at the moment. So I kind of feel what I'm going to do with that particular one, I'm going to let a shipment come where I can get one to enjoy in winter and then take it out and only leave it in my hat club. Now, Vanilla Waves is leaving us. No way. I do not want that to leave us. You know I love my bakery. So 2 of them are going into my bi-monthly club. I'm going to need at least 2 of them a month. So that out of all of them is probably the only one that I'm prepared to put more than 2 in to this club. Out of this selection, Velvet Moon, Hack Club, White Amber and Silk Hat Club. So I've added $60 to my bi-monthly club. So we're going to review that subscription. And that's bringing the total to $152, which is kind of where I like my clubs to sit at. So I added 1 Enchanted Woods, 1 Frosted Vanilla, 1 Polar Bear Hug, 1 Vanilla Blackberry. Again, I feel that that won't stay in my club of my bi-monthly continuously, but I do want 1 or 2 for winter and 2 Vanilla Waves. I already have 2 Olaf Warm Hugs, 2 North Cores, 2 Mochadoodle, and 1 each of the Vanilla Waves. Now, I kind of feel like, do I put Candy Dandy back in for my daughter? It's not going to hurt having those 2. I had Apple Press, and what else did I have? I had Candy Dandy. So it's not going to hurt me having those 2 bars in while I do my reviewing. They're not going to stay in there. If I end up buying a bunch of them, I will take them out. So that brings the total up to $172. As I said, all of these bars aren't necessarily going to stay in. I don't think any of the, to be honest with you, Valentine's bars will stay in my bi-monthly club. I want 1 more set. That's why they're there. So 3 of those bars are going to be taken out straight away. I want 1 or 2 more Apple Press. As soon as I get that, that will be taken out. Candy Dandy, I just want 1 or 2 more for my daughter. So there's 1, 2, 3, 5 bars. So there's $50 worth of bars that will be taken out, which will bring this to $120. And as usual, my half price item is normally the cotton cleanup. So I'm just going to quickly throw that in as my half price item. I can always adjust what my half price item is when it comes time to ship. As I said, I'm most likely going to skip the April shipment. So this shipment won't come in until June. All of these bars are eligible for a skip, basically, without losing them, because none of them are at the moment locked off as always get my bars. Come February, March 1st, all of these will be locked off as get my bars, and then I'll be only eligible for 1 skip. So if I go back to my Scentsy club, we're now going to add the bars I want to refer to as, where am I? Club. Now, I let those points expire because I'm a consultant. We're not eligible for points. This being another account is under my husband's name or my son's name. It's under one of their names. So it is showing there are points, but I don't actually claim them because we're not eligible to claim them as a consultant. But if you're a customer, you do get loyalty points on your club. So your Scentsy club, that's what I want. I don't want my rewards and points. I want my Scentsy club. So and that's all set up. So I've skipped February shipment. So once February comes and goes, it will allow me to skip April. And I'm hoping it will allow me to do that basically after February 5th, because that means I can skip everything while it's not an always get my bar. What does that mean? It means I will skip April, May, June. It won't be due to ship again till June, and then I should be, if I've still got a big pile up of these scents, because these are my favorite scents, so I may not be ready for these scents yet. I may still be working on some other scents, but it should mean then in June I can literally skip this again, because none of these bars are classified yet as always get my bars. By June, they will definitely be classified as always get my bars. By March, some of these will be classified as always get my bars. But if it allows me to skip April shipment in February, I will be skipping them before they always get my bars, which means I can always skip June again as well without losing those bars, and it will give me a few extra skips. So that's kind of my thinking behind this. I may decide I want to get these bars in April too. So I basically wait till the month before my club ships before I usually make these decisions, and look at whatever else is shipping, whatever else is coming, if they've got other collections coming, if we've got something on the website I'm planning on buying over my club. And that's when I usually make decisions about, am I going to let my club ship, or am I going to find a way to extend it to another month without losing my favorite bars, basically. So now we're going into my quarterly club hack, where we're going to add the rest of the bars and extras of ones that I don't want to ever be without, but don't intend on shipping. That sounds bad. But at some stage I will intend on some of these shipping, just not quite yet. So we're going to add more items, and we're going to Scentsy Wax Bars. And no, I don't want Amazon Rain in there. Apple Blossom Breeze, I'm going to add one of. We do have Vitamin Wine coming, which is very similar, and I still do have a few Apple Blossom Breeze, which is why I don't need it in my summer club. But I do enjoy that, and as I said, I don't think that will be coming back. So Berry Blessed, not interested in putting in my club. Blackberry Sandalwood, not interested in putting in my club. Cheerful Celebration, not interested in putting in my club. Cloudberry Dreams. So while I'm not ready for Cloudberry Dreams just yet, I'm going to put 2 of them in this Scentsy Club hack, because in 6 months' time, I might be in the mood for a Cloudberry Dreams. So I am going to put 3 Cocoa Lime. I do have Cocoa Lime in my summer club, but if for some reason it doesn't come back, I go through Cocoa Lime like mad in summer. I don't necessarily go through it like mad in winter, but I do go through it like mad in summer, and I will know in 6 months' time if that comes back or if it doesn't. And in 6 months' time, that's when I'll be ready to use that Cocoa Lime again. So I will still have 3 come over the next, in my summer club, but in the next, I guess before it comes back, I'm probably only going to get 1 or 2, and that won't be enough to get me through a summer period. So what will happen in this case here is when I take this to the bi-monthly club and make edits, if for instance Cocoa Lime didn't come back, I would do a one-off shipment before I put it back into the new Scentsy Club hack. I would put it into the bi-monthly. I would skip once because I would look at what's left after I took out what I really didn't want from that first Scentsy Club hack. So I would downgrade it to what I would want in a one-off shipment, what I would want to keep, and I would skip once to allow me 2 months to save up because it would be a larger shipment. And I would say, right, I've taken out what's coming back. It's brought the amount down to this much. I've taken out what I don't need anymore. It's brought it down to this amount. Let's skip once in this bi-monthly shipment. Let that next bi-monthly shipment in 2 months' time ship. And then I would take all of that and put it back into the Scentsy Club hack. That's how I will work this one. So if Cocoa Lime doesn't come back, I'm going to want those 3 bars at summertime. So, Enchanted Woods. I'm going to throw another one of them in my Scentsy Club hack. I'm only going to throw one because I do have it, pardon me, in my bi-monthly club. And this is generally only a bedroom scent for me. Eucalyptus Reef is not going in my club. Falling Apples, I have one to get me through winter, but if they decide not to bring that back, it could be one that I would want next winter after I got through them. So I am going to choose to put 2 of that in this club hack. Fluffy Fleece, I'm going to put 2 in. As I said, if I do decide this is going to ship to me in 6 months' time, when I reevaluate, that will just give me an extra few for that customer that loves that scent. Frosted Vanilla, I honestly think that's going to come back, but I am going to add an extra 2 because it won't hurt having a few extra if I decided that was going to ship to me at some stage. Hibiscus Pineapple's not leaving. So next one after Frosted Vanilla, Huckleberry Hideaway. I am going to throw one of them in my Scentsy Club hack. While I don't feel like this is a bar I'm going to reach for all the time, I feel like I would let a shipment ship to me in 6 months' time if it came back. So Iridescent Pearl, I am going to add one. It's a Scentsy Club hack. This is never going to ship to me, but I don't want to be disappointed that I didn't add that particular one. Marvel 9 Realms, definitely don't need. Orchid Sunrise, don't need. Palm Trees Ocean Breeze, don't need. Perfect Day, don't need. Plumeria Peach, don't need. Polar Bear Hug, don't need. Pomegranate Prosecco, don't need. Sips of Cider, don't need. So, Stargazing. I've got about 3 of these, but I do know that I will miss this when it doesn't come back, and I don't think it is going to be popular enough to come back. So while I don't reach for this often, it is one I do enjoy when I do reach for it. So that's definitely going into that Scentsy Club hack. Strawberry and Rock Melon, don't need. Strawberry Rose, I've got one in my summer club, but at some stage because I do have a good stash at the moment. That stash will probably dwindle down because I do love that. That's when I might need to rescue this bar from a Scentsy Club hack to a one-off shipment. So I am going to put 3 in that Scentsy Club hack. Vanilla Blackberry, I am probably going to throw one of them into my Scentsy Club hack 2 as an extra. I do have it into my bi-monthly as well. And of course, you know, even though I've got 2 of these coming, I need to add an extra 3 vanilla waves in, because honestly, in 6 months, I'm likely to I know what I need in 6 months' time to let this ship. I know a lot of these will come out. So I know if I start saving a little bit of money and putting a little bit of money each month away, I should have enough to do a big club ship in 6 months' time and stock up on some of these scents in that club hack if they don't come back. So a Velvet Moon I'm going to add 2 of, and White Amber and Silk I'm going to add 1 of. So let's just review my subscription to make sure I've got all the bars that I could possibly want that are leaving us. Apple Blossom Breeze by 1, Cloudberry Dreams by 2, Cocoa Lime by 3, Enchanted Woods by 1, Falling Apples by 2, Fluffy Fleece by 2, Frosted Vanilla by 2, Huckleberry Hideaway by 1, Iridescent Pearl by 1, Stargazing by 1, Strawberry Rose by 3, Vanilla Blackberry by 1, 3 Vanilla Waves, 2 Velvet Moon, and 1 Amber and White Silk. As you can see, I do have another 2 Candy Dandy in a Scentsy Club hack because, as I said, I plan on getting 1 or 2 for my daughter, taking it out of that bi-monthly club. And then in 6 months' time, if what she has in her melting stash of her favourites are gone, that will get me another 2 for her to enjoy. I've got 2 Blackberry Chia. Again, I'm still in my testing phase of that. I have 1 Star Wars Light Side because I'm still trying to collect that final label. I have 1 each of the Valentine's bars again. These could possibly come out of the Scentsy Club hack after I do my testing. Haven't done it. Walt Disney's World Resort 50th anniversary. I'm going to leave that here for the time being. While I enjoyed what I have, I don't know that I need any more of them. So in 6 months' time, if I'm deciding to let something ship and I need to cut down the amount of bars that I want to ship, that's one that would be on the chopping block. Same with Kikiko Hula. It's a current bring back my bar, but I don't know that I necessarily need it in club. Coconut Berry Snow Cone, still in testing phase. Fearless by Nature, I've got 1. I have a lot of him, but I don't think he's coming back. So once I run out, am I going to want more of that? Apple Press, I have 1. Again, it's also in the bi-monthly club. So some of these are kind of here as more an insurance policy than anything else. Mandalorian Adventure, I have 1. And then I have 3 Olaf Warm Hugs, 3 North Cores, because you know I really love those scents. And if I'm finding I'm not getting enough of the 2 bi-monthly with a one-off Scentsy Club shipment in the Scentsy Club hack, that will just allow me to stock up a little bit. I have 1 Snow White Can't Heart because I haven't got through melting my current one. So again, she's more of an insurance policy. Same with Vanilla Suede. I have 2 Warm Pumpkin Drizzle, 1 extra Maraschino Sugar Cookie, but that is in my bi-monthly club. So is Candy Cane Buttercream, Caramel Buttercream, Caramel Chestnut, Cozy Vanilla Pumpkin, Gimme Candy, Maple Rum Cake, Maple Vanilla Glaze. They're kind of extras of bakery ones I do enjoy. Whether they stay in this club hack remains to be seen. Same with Ravenclaw, Salted Caramel Toffee, Jack's Obsession, Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town. These kind of give me an extra one-off of particular bars that I may feel I want extra of if I'm blowing through them too quick in my other clubs. Mochadoodle I have 3 of, 1 Perfect Oatmeal and 1 Cinnamon Pine Cones. So we're going to update that subscription. My Scentsy Club hack is now sitting at a massive $700 almost. But as I said, this is a club that is not designed to ship out. I just have to make sure in March, April, at the end of May, I hit skip at the end of April, I hit skip May's order. And by skipping May's order, that is going to buy me another 3 months, which is when we'll find out of a lot of these that I added, what will be coming back. So that is my Scentsy Club edit. That is me adding all of the bars that I enjoy to warm from the catalogue that is retiring. As I said, a lot of them have gone into a hack that are never going to ship out in the next 6 months, but I've got my insurance policy, so I am quite excited about that, and I'm hoping this Scentsy Club hack works for me. If it doesn't, it will just get deleted out completely, but at the moment it seems like it's going to work. I seem to have worked my way around Scentsy Club enough to know how I can save enough, how I can skip enough without it becoming too expensive for me. So I hope you enjoyed my Scentsy Club edit. What are you adding to your club? I really would love to know. Until then, stay safe and bye for now.